The 1% Syndrome, February 11, 2026. There is a class of people in this country referred to as the 1%. To belong to that class, one must control over $100 million. A psychological impairment associated with this class is a condition that I term the 1% syndrome. This condition can arise when one's source of wealth is inherited. It is characterized by an overwhelming sense of inferiority. A person suffering from 1% syndrome develops an uncontrollable lifetime urge to prove to himself and to the world his superiority. The desire to prove his superiority can become dangerous to others. For example, Elon Musk destroyed the livelihood of thousands just so he could bask in the spotlight, waving a chainsaw like a mythical god. Donald Trump, who got his money from Daddy, has killed thousands, either by direct order or fiat. The goal is to feel like God, superior to everyone else. They want to dispel the whispers about their source of wealth. In 1924, two rich college kids suffering from 1% syndrome kidnapped and killed a young boy. Leopold and Loeb later explained they didn't do the crime for money. Instead, they wanted to commit the perfect crime and prove their superiority to all. In 1976, Frederick Newhall Woods IV kidnapped 26 children and one school bus driver in Chowchilla, California. He, along with two friends, buried them alive in a rock quarry after driving them around for 11 hours. After 16 hours of digging through the dirt, the children escaped. Woods and his friends were sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole. After his capture, authorities learned from Woods that money was not his motive. At the time, Woods was worth in excess of $100 million. In fact, Woods himself wrote that he did not do the crime for money. He described his kidnapping as big, real big, and a hot item everybody wants to know about, unquote. People have speculated the inspiration came from the 1971 movie titled Dirty Harry. Like the bad guy in that movie, a busload of children was kidnapped and taken to a rock quarry. For some unknown reason, Woods was able to keep both of the Dodge vans he used for the crime. He has kept them in prime condition at his auto warehouse in Tehachapi, California. Those vans were specially modified to be the perfect kidnapping vehicles. You can Google the white van and see there are no markings or windows. You can also view the interior, which was fully enclosed and made sound and life-proof. After 17 attempts and 46 years in prison, Woods was paroled in August of 2022. His parole was strongly opposed by Governor Newsom and the Madera County prosecutor. She argued he was a sociopath and still a danger to society. She thought he would do another high-publicity kidnapping if he were ever freed. California law provides that anyone convicted of a crime prior to 1979 must have their parole ended after 3 years. Frederick Woods' parole ended in mid-August of 2025. That meant no more monitoring and no more restrictions on leaving the state. After the end of his parole, Woods was free and able to make the 8-hour drive down Interstate 10 to visit Tucson, Arizona anytime he wanted to, undetected. The desire to successfully commit a big, real big kidnapping that everybody wants to know about can be a lifetime goal. On January 31st, 2026, Savannah Guthrie's mother was kidnapped from her home. A suspicious white man was reported to the police days before the kidnapping. No sincere effort has been made to collect a ransom. In fact, any known ransom effort was directed to the press instead of to the family. Woods is presently worth more than $150 million and really doesn't need $6 million more. What he needs is the satisfaction of proving his superiority to everyone. Similarities between the Guthrie kidnapping and the Dirty Harry movie are eerie. In the movie, the bad guy wore shiny black gloves and carried a gun in his front waistband. He scared the audience wearing a ski mask, revealing only his eyes and mouth. There are also similarities between videos of Old Man Woods and the videos of the suspect in the Guthrie kidnapping. Both had the same box-shaped head and a similar walk. When I provided this information to Kash Patel's diminished FBI 5 days ago, I got the feeling my information would not be taken seriously. Only the suspect's name was noted.